Hello, Star Trek Fleet Commanders. This is the last episode of the series about server merge. I am gonna summarize some things we learned after that, I would say, interesting journey. And while you are watching this video, I would like to ask you for something. If you look at this screenshot, this is the screenshot from last 28 days, and the number of people who are watching those videos and who are subscribers is like a little bit less than 17%. So if you are watching this content and you would like to say thank you for me creating this stuff, click the subscribe button. Do that because this helps this channel to grow, this helps me to do the things I do, creating content. And of course, if you are watching this for the first time, or if you are watching it already a few times, you know that every time I ask at the beginning for subscribe, I share with you one thing, one question, one request. Click subscribe and join the Big Brain Society. Server merge. Server merge is done. So 141 lost the battle and was merged into 137, and we become one server since then. It happened 3 weeks ago. So firstly, what I would like to share with you is we were lied to. And we were lied to because when some of us asked customer service, will all the bases from territory capture areas from origin zone, will all of them be removed? They said yes. And as you can see in the background, it's there. In the background video, they were not. So as you can see in the background, it's like completely empty territory. I went for my ship through some systems and the bases are still there. So for those who did not leave their bases, did not move their bases from the territory capture, it created an advantage when they were trying to conquest those territories again. So sorry Scopely, you were saying one thing and you did the other thing, and I think it's really unfair that you did that. And of course there was no rewards pack, there was no sorry, there was no explanation, nothing on official Discord, nothing in games message. So I mean, I'm really dissatisfied. I'm really dissatisfied because you could say from the beginning you would not be moving those bases and people would leave their bases there, and then it might be some sort of random or something else, but that was clearly not fair. I think you should move those bases out as you promised. So that's the one thing. The second thing is of course what we got after the server merge was done. And as you can see in the background, because it was the end of the original series arc, we got some rewards. It was like a few thousand, so I was able to actually convert those few thousands event store loot and use it in event store, and that was kinda okay. I mean, I'm not complaining. It was just additional event store loot that could be used for like every player to just make a decision what he wants to spend it. So that was the one thing. And if you look at the background, we also received a chest with some 1, 2 and 3 star isogen and some progenitor cores, just enough to start one takeover. So again, if you remember my story from, I think it was 3rd episode in the series, it's not enough, and especially if somebody was buying the packs to use them to conquer some territories, it was not enough to pay them back. So people used their cores, people used their money to get the territories in the old setup, then everything was reset, and that investment, in my opinion, was lost. And again, no compensation for those people. So this is what we got. Of course, since the servers merged and the territory was cleared, we had no access to the particles. So if you look at the video from the past when I was able to refine the particles, because we got really good territories captured, we were able to access all 4 particles and we were able to refine them every day for the time till we got back to the territories we had no chance to get those particles, but also they were not given in any sort of pack. I think that might be nice, so Scopely, if you're listening to this in the future, if you're gonna be merging servers, maybe consider giving also those particles in form of gift chest. So, you know, for this first week or first 2 weeks when, you know, in this new realm, the alliances will be capturing their territories, fighting with each other and setting something in the origin zone, they will have those particles. So something like 1,000 of each would be nice, of those 4 particles, to just give everybody enough for a week or so they can continue doing the research and still get the particles. That might be a good idea, we didn't get that, so yeah. One last thing that comes to my attention is when the first server merge happened, it was about 2 servers which had around 100 or maybe 200 active players. And it was of course really nice from the Scopely perspective because merging those 2 servers with really few players allowed those who were still there to, I don't know, maybe write some others, maybe have some fun from the gameplay. But that was not the case of 141 and 137. I think we had over 1,000 active players on each of those servers, and this is the number that I took from the participation in the events. And I asked also the players from 137 how did it look for them before, and yeah, it was like that. And after the merge, of course, the big fight for the territory, and not every alliance that used to have a territory before right now has it. So some smaller alliance lost in this situation and they were not given anything interesting back. And I don't know what was the reason why our servers were merged, but for sure it was not that we were lacking of active players. So if you are watching this and your server is being merged and you see you have a lot of alliances, a lot of active players, you can expect that the server you're gonna be merged with is gonna have similar amount of players. So when you're gonna end up, you're gonna double the number of players who's gonna be playing on your new server. Beside that, after the merge, a lot of diplomacy happened, and my alliance and other alliances like tried to get something between each other. So 137 and 141 talking between different alliances, trying to find some sort of matches between the alliances. And I know that some servers after merge, you know, started to fight, server versus server war, and on our server there is no war right now. It's more like people are trying to settle down, people are trying to convince others to not interfere in their, you know, things between each other, and it's evolving. You know, the map of the territory capture of the origin zone is slowly changing, slowly moving. Although I see that for the territories that were captured by server 137 alliances, it's more stable, and it's like a 141 alliances are like trying to do something, change things, you know, move things around. So that's basically it, the server merge. You were able to see it on your own eyes with me being a reporter of the story, of the things that were happening during the server merge. You can watch all 4 episodes, so this one and the free previews, you have the links in the description to see like a step by step how it was being revealed to us. If I would like to summarize this, I must say I'm not happy of that merge, because right now it's really a lot of players and resources are a problem again, and the territory capture areas are problematic again, because, you know, not every alliance can right now have the territory. Beside that, you know, we didn't gain much. I'm not a big rider, although I think I'm in like top 20 if it goes to resources raided. Since the merge, I did not ride a single person, so I don't have any advantage of that, and I don't see people around me, like from my alliance, also saying, "Oh, we have more targets to ride." That's not happening. And generally, what the merge caused is, I think, more stress and more time people spending on Discords with different alliances trying to set up things. So for some commanders, some admirals, some premiers, it became a second job, I would say. A lot of time people are spending a lot of time in Discord, and I don't think it's fair. So generally, my opinion, server merge, as long as you are not like on the server with 100 or 200 players, yeah, this is what it's gonna be. Thank you for watching this episode. Of course, I would like to remind you about those 70% from last 28 days of my viewers who are the subscribers. So if you are not yet a subscriber, please help me to grow this channel, help me to create more content, and you can do that by one thing, because you don't have to pay money for that. You don't have to spend money, you don't have to buy like $100 pack like in Star Trek Fleet Command, or like $50 pack or $20 pack. You need to do only one thing, and that doesn't cost you anything. You just need to click the subscribe button. You need to click the subscribe button, which is down below the video, and become a member of a big brain society. Stay safe, everybody. See you next time. Bye bye.